Hi, Arty is here. In today's video, we're going to learn how to edit the SuperNATURAL Clavs inside the RD-2000. All right, let's get started. So editing the SuperNATURAL Clavs inside the RD is very easy. One, I'm going to go ahead and press the Clav button on top. And I'm just going to edit this Clav that's on top that just comes up, the Clav CB. Okay, so I'm going to press the Clav button right here. And we're just going to use this Clav that comes up right away. First off, let's give it a listen. So a pretty good sound right off the bat, but I'm going to go ahead and go into Tone Designer right here, press the Tone Designer button, and go into Tone Designer here, press the Enter button, and we can adjust the tone color, the pitch bend range, key off resonance, and the hum noise. So I like to adjust the key off resonance right away. So when you press down on the key, it gives a certain characteristic, but when I let off, you should be able to hear the key off resonate. So inside a clav, it's actually doing a plucking sound. So I should be able to hear all the noise associated with it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I love to turn mine all the way up. And you hear it kind of snapping back. One more time. Great. And I'm going to put a little hum, because in a clav there's usually pickups in there. So I'm going to have a little hum noise, and I'm doing it a little bit to the extreme. Okay, and let's adjust the tone color a little bit. Okay, and all of these settings are to your specification. So if I'm not doing it correctly as you would do it, go ahead and experiment with it. You're not going to mess up the keyboard. Just come up with your own clav settings. So have it set here. So now let's try it. So pretty good sound right away. Now if I wanted to go further, I could go ahead and exit out of here, and maybe I'll go into the modulation effect, press enter, and I can see what's going on. I have a phaser going on. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and adjust the phaser, maybe put Crybaby, maybe some kind of other effect. Personally, I like that phaser effect. That's one of my favorites on here. So I'll go ahead and have that, and I switched it on. Notice what happens. Modulation effects is right here, so turn it on. So I have that on here, but if I wanted to go ahead and adjust the zone effects, I can go ahead and turn that on, and now these will change what zone effect is going on. So I'll put it back on that phaser, and then you see I can adjust the phaser kind of color. I can adjust that rate, slower. Find what it is you like, make your own setting. And nothing on this one, so I got that set. So now I can go ahead and just have it right here. So that sounds cool to me. I'll go ahead and exit, and if I wanted to, I can go into my tremolo amp simulation and start having some fun with the amp. So as a guitar amp right here, and that's pretty common for the Clavs back in the day. I can change it to rotary or whatever I want. And there's a lot of different effects we can choose from in here. So kind of have fun going with that. So let's put it back on that guitar amp. And I can adjust what type of guitar amp it is. You see the guitar amp switch. I just turn it on. Now I have the type. And I can try different ones. So if you do a little bit of homework on the Clavs that were used back years ago, you can find an amp model that simulates that. So, you know, a JC120 perhaps. And you look at that, you can go ahead and adjust all your preamp settings, even the speaker type, so you can decide if it's going to be a small, a large, all these kind of different ones. So you can have a lot of fun with that. Just kind of have some fun making this, and let's exit one more time. And I'm going to go back to Tone Designer, and if I wanted to, I could go ahead and adjust that pitch bend range. I usually set my pitch bend personally at 2, so +2 or -2, but this one it's in 2, so 1. So here's the tonal center, and when it says 2, it's going up by half steps. So I can go 1, 2, so keep that in your ear. Use my pitch bend. And let's go down. Keep it in your ear. Okay, so you can kind of have some fun with the pitch bend, and you know. Okay, it's totally up to you. I don't think pitch bend is necessarily a correct thing unless you had the old school Clavs that had like a whammy kind of bar on it. But that's for you. Look that up, and I think you're going to be really pleasantly surprised on that one. Now, if I wanted to save that, it's very easy. I would actually save it within a program. So if I went to the right button, it's going to take me to a program. You cannot overwrite any of the tones inside the RD-2000. So don't be afraid to kind of have some fun with the different tones and editing them and kind of making them your own. You're never going to erase them. It's going to go right automatically to a program name. So remember, there's 300 programs available inside the RD-2000, and you can save them for backup and share them with your friends if they wanted to like that. So if I wanted to, I can go in here and I can use my cursors to move around. If I hold down shift and cursor backwards, it just deleted that character in that spot. Great. And now I can use my dial wheel. Okay. And I can name it what I want. Okay. If I hold down shift and hit lower, it turns it to a lowercase. If I hold down shift and hit upper, it turns it into an uppercase. So I'll go ahead and do lower. And now I'll go ahead and press the enter button like it's prompted me. And now I can choose where I want to save it. So I'm going to choose the E-Bank because that's my name. And here we go. I'll put it on EO1. It's okay. Press the enter button. Am I sure? Yes. Okay. And now that edited tone, that SuperNATURAL Clav that we just created, is saved in that program, which we titled Clav Ed. And don't forget, since it's a program, I can have up to 8 more tones in there, be it internal tones, which are red, or external, which are green. And remember, if I wanted to switch what those tones are, if they're internal or external, all I got to do is turn it from red to green. So from internal to external. So it's totally up to you. I'll turn those back off, and then we're left back with that tone that we created, the clav. So check this out. Have some fun editing using the tone designer and creating your own clav. There are a bunch of clavs in here already. So if I went to clav and started looking around, check them out, play each one of them, find one that's close to what the sound you're going for, and then go in there and fine tune it by pressing the tone designer button and going inside the tone designer and just kind of arranging it to your specifications, being it of the tone designer, the modulation effects, or the tremolo amp sim. So as you can see, creating your own custom SuperNATURAL Clav inside the RD-2000 is very easy. Don't be afraid to try this. Once you create it, remember, save it as a program. All right, my name is Ed Diaz. I hope this helps you out. You guys take care.